Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made some impromptu comments to reporters this week in the halls of Parliament. He touched on the collective emotional state of Canadians as the conflict rages on in the Middle East, and on the rise of hate here at home.
This is unacceptable. This is not who we are as Canadians. And if Canada can't figure this out, tell me what corner of the world is going to figure this out.
Let's break down what he said, piece by piece.
We're seeing right now a rise in anti-Semitism that is terrifying. Molotov cocktails thrown at synagogues, horrific threats of violence, targeting Jewish businesses, targeting Jewish daycares with hate. This needs to stop. This is not who we are as Canadians.
Molotov cocktails, Jewish daycares. Most likely he's referring to this.
Police found the remnants of incendiary devices, Molotov cocktails, at a synagogue as well as a community center in a suburb at Dalet des Ormeaux, as you said, of Montreal.
Those incidents are being investigated by police, supported by the Hate Crime Unit. Montreal police say since October 7th, they've seen 73 hate crimes, or incidents against the Jewish community. That's more than all the hate crimes or incidents they saw against all religious groups last year. And Montreal is just one city that's witnessing a rise in hate. More anti-Semitic incidents than usual have also been reported in Ottawa and Toronto.
There is something wrong in this country where a war in the Middle East has spread into Canada and making Jewish Canadians feel this unsafe.
According to Stats Canada, the Jewish community reports more hate crimes than any other religious group. And those reports have been steadily rising for the past few years.
I can only imagine when this data is collected next year what the level is going to be, how many crimes there are going to be against the Jewish people.
Let's keep listening.
The rise of Islamophobia we're seeing across this country and around the world is also unacceptable. The expressions of hate against Muslims, against Palestinians, against anyone waving a Palestinian flag.
Anyone waving a Palestinian flag. We know last week in the Toronto area, police say a man walked up someone's driveway, ripped a Palestinian flag off a vehicle, and left a threatening note.
The homeowner, Naveed Ali, told Global News he confronted the male and, in a struggle, sustained a minor injury.
Police say that's now being investigated as a potential hate crime. But here's the thing. According to police and criminologists, most hate crimes aren't reported. So it's impossible to know the extent of what's actually going on across this country right now. But both Muslim and Jewish groups say they're seeing it firsthand.
We've had mosques vandalized with hateful graffiti. We've had the inside of school bathrooms vandalized with words like, "All you Muslims should die." We've had students physically beaten up at school, told to go back to where they come from. And it's really the worst I've ever seen it.
That there are people across this country hurting, scared for themselves, scared for their kids here in Canada, scared for their loved ones on the other side of the world. And no sign of it getting better anytime soon. Canadians are scared in our own streets right now.
Canadians are scared in our own streets. It's a bold statement, but it's certainly not the first time we've heard that sentiment.
It's unhealthy, the stress, the anxiety that we're feeling as a community, and I will tell you that we are addressing not tens, not hundreds, thousands of calls daily about concerns about security, concerns about should people go to hockey games because they wear a kippah.
A Winnipeg woman says she's shaken up. She was accosted by a man while dropping her son off at school. She feels she may have been attacked simply because she's Muslim.
He's yelling, "Go back to your home, get out of my country, you Muslim pigs and killers."
I'm thinking about for Hanukkah, if I want to be putting out a menorah on the window of my house or not. And it's scary.
Toronto police say they're expecting this will continue for a number of months. And this week, it more than tripled the size of its hate crime unit in response.
Toronto Police boosting their hate crime unit from 6 investigators to 20 and adding 8 special constables to the team. They've also launched a new platform for the public to report hateful graffiti. It will be monitored 24/7.
Ottawa police also say there have been at least 29 hate-motivated incidents there since October 7th, and they believe many of them are linked to the war. Trudeau ended his speech with an appeal for those with different views to empathize with each other, to try and understand each other's pain.
We need to make sure that Canadians are doing what we do best, which is listening to our neighbors, understanding and acknowledging our neighbors' pain, even though it may be diametrically opposed in its cause to the same pain that we are feeling.
Since the start of this war, protests and counter-protests have flooded the streets from coast to coast.
Free, free Palestine! Brothers and sisters! Free, free Palestine!
Some of the demonstrations got violent. In Winnipeg, police asked demonstrators on both sides to stop inciting each other.
Officers say people can hold peaceful and lawful demonstrations, but they're asking those with differing views to gather at a different time and location.
So that we don't have to put a wall of officers in between those folks who tend to incite each other and work each other up.
These tensions are also rippling through university and college campuses, most recently at Concordia in Montreal.
There are still questions that we're working to find the answers to, but what is abundantly clear is the level of anger and anguish and fear that
this violent scene played out Wednesday, and police were called to intervene. War brings division at the best of times, but this conflict in particular has a long, complicated history behind it. And there are thousands of Canadians with families, histories, and deeply held views tied to this region. As for where Canadians stand on the war in Gaza, an Angus Reid poll conducted online just last week suggests that Canadians hold a wide spectrum of feelings. And when you factor in religious identity, those numbers look like this. 78% of Muslim Canadians say their sympathies lie with the Palestinians. 78% of Jewish Canadians say their sympathies lie with the Israelis.
Well, it's a very volatile situation. A lot of emotions are inflamed. We can disagree, but we disagree peacefully, by voice. That's what Canada stands for, not by violence.
This is a time where we need to lead, we need to model here at home. Forget about leading on the world stage. Here at home, we need to model how we get through this. That's the responsibility of every single Canadian, to see how we are recognizing each other's pain and fear and move forward.
Less than 24 hours after the Prime Minister's speech, 2 Jewish communities in Montreal were targeted by gunfire overnight. Police say both incidents are under investigation.